People to show up here real quick. What I've got here is a big long street. It's actually probably about 2 miles. Well, if you count going that way, it might be about 2 miles long, but it's just full of college apartments and this entire long street. Let's see if you can look down there. All the way down there, as far as you can see, that's just apartment building, apartment building, apartment building, apartment building. So this is Monday. I don't think the truck comes and picks up till at least tomorrow, so it should all be filled up. And we got 9 people here. Let's wait. Well, let's just get the show on the road. How's the audio? Is the audio good? Can you hear me? How's the audio? Can you hear me? Audio check, audio check. I had the volume down. I don't know if you can hear me. Can you hear me? Could you hear me before? Could you hear my introduction before? Yeah? Alright. I'm still figuring out this live stream. So we got 26 people here. Wait for a few more people to show up before I do a whole lot of yapping. How's the video? Video look good? Audio is great, but only when you're driving slow. You need a windsock. Yeah, I seen that in the last video. The wind was blowing hard. That was not acceptable. It shouldn't be as bad today. Look at that right there. Start off with some Farkle action. Farkle. So with this live stream, I think I can only go 720p resolution, which is good. But I notice the faster I go, like down the road, while I'm live streaming, because you know the signals are going through the air, right? It gets a little choppy and a little pixelated. But like right now, the video should be really nice. Just standing still, live stream video is pretty good. So I need to learn to try to go a little slower. This is kind of another little test route here. Look at a squirrel on a dumpster. Look at that squirrel. Look at it. What you gonna do, boy? You wanna play chicken with me? You play chicken with me, boy? What you do? What, you yapping at me? Can you hear that? What? What you talking about? There's good stuff in there to eat? Yeah. So the wind is a lot less today, and I've picked this little route because I'm on my way home from the scrapyard. Got some cash in my pocket, but this little route, there's about an hour or so left of sunlight, and these dumpsters are real condensed through here. So I should probably get 90, 100 dumpsters in this video. And the wind's not blowing, so it's kind of an experiment. I just want to kind of check it out. For those of you leaving comments and super chats, I probably won't be able to see a whole lot of them. Gotta keep my eyes on the road. I do apologize. Now, you know what? I didn't bring my tripod with me. Whoops. I think my next video, I'm going to try to test out that GoPro app. I can actually use my GoPro through this phone to live stream. But actually the wind's blowing pretty good right now. You can see by them bags. Old habits die hard. I was trying to go through here kind of slow. Look at that. Fishing pole action down there. Little lamp. That's not a bad little lamp. I'll keep that intact for now. It'll probably end up at the scrapyard, but that's not bad. Hey, look at that horseshoe. Look at that. This must be my lucky day. That's a chunky one too. Broken. Not the greatest piece of scrap metal known to man, but aluminum breakage never hurt anyone. What are we dealing with here? Lots of times when they throw away these fishing rods like this, there'll be some broken ones and there'll be some good ones mixed in. I check. Oh, it's got some tape on it, but it's solid though. It's a nice little pole, little Shakespeare reverb. Oh, that's nice. I like that two-piece action. Good to fit in the tote. That's nothing special. It's a Shakespeare's a good brand. I think Shakespeare's a Walmart brand now though. But Shakespeare's good though. Nothing wrong with Walmart fishing gear. Looks like we've got some fireworks in here too. Fishing rod action. We got to turn the motor off. What do we got going? What was the second dumpster? Third, fourth dumpster? That one's not bad. Solid rod. What do you think? Freetail. Looks like it's been retied. Definitely retied, but they did a good job. I lock these fishing rods up and sell them on eBay, or I always used to. Some of these might end up in the Freetail store these days. Look at all the fireworks in there. Let's see what we got going here. Wendy Brannigan, Blue Flower. Appreciate you showing up. Look at these fireworks. Look at that. Fireworks galore. Got some hot chocolate. Anybody want some hot chocolate? Fireworks galore. Fireworks. 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 Fireworks galore. Got Roman candles, we got sparklers, we got M150s, we got Mini Max fountains, whatever those are. More fountain deals. What's this? It's been a while since I found a load of fireworks. Whoa! Mega sparklers. Look at that. Gamma glow. What do you think about that? That's a nice little score. Let's see, what do we got here? 4, 5, 6, 7. 3.5 months to 4th of July. Can you believe that? 4th of July is in 3.5 months. Time is flying. What do you think? I didn't bring my tripod. That was stupid. So, let's see. I want to get in there and get all that. I wonder if I can set it like so. No, that ain't gonna work. Well, shoot. I guess I'll just be one hand McGee then. What do you think about that? Firecracker, Thunder Bomb. I thought those were juice boxes when I first saw them. Golden flower emits showers of sparks. What do you think about that? I think this might be the maintenance man. That's no good. More fishing rods. I don't know if that's a maintenance man or not. I might be about to get kicked out of here. Let's see how this goes. Firework. It's kind of a bad time to do it. Everyone's coming home from work, so try to get in and out. Roman candles, more of them. Canned food if you want. Ragu. Some food. I need to get out of here. I'd like to find out. There's fishing rods all the way down to the bottom of this thing. Scrap metal. I'll get out of here. Warning's going on. So let's get out of here. Here comes the wind too. Shoot. It hasn't been windy all day till now. Of course. And if I stick it down here, you can't hear the wind. But let's see, some more, what do they call these? Hyper color, pure color sparklers. Usually doing this by the 4th of July, I have a whole, I have a whole pile of these in my closet ready to go. I think I about got most of them. Most of those fishing rods, I only see half of them. Some of them are broken. But I got 2 out of there anyway. One's actually pretty nice. These reels are just going to be scrap metal, of course. But, hey, you know what? Shoot, I didn't even notice that. That's a fishing rod right there. That's like a little kid's rod or ice fishing. Well, shoot, the handle's tore up. I didn't realize, but that's a complete rod. That's no good. Looks like someone tried to fix it or something. I can't do that. What do you think? Got one nice rod out of the deal. One I could probably either keep or sell on eBay, and then the other one's nice. I could sell it, I suppose, but probably just put it in a retail store. I mean, I might use it. Whoever repaired it did a good job. Look at it. That's a real deal repair job on that. It's kind of impressive, actually. Let's get out of here. is why I made my thumbnail. I haven't looked in here yet. Oh, hey, that's a shoot. That's a little fish pond in there. That'd be good for my turtle. No, it's not. What is that thing? There it was. I think it was a pond once upon a time. The whole bottom's tore out of it. That umbrella is aluminum. That's a nice piece of scrap metal. Wait a second. I think that one's steel, actually. Never mind. I just got a lot less valuable. Those are usually made out of aluminum. Oh shoot, wait a second. No, that's an optical illusion. I thought the bottom was missing. It's not. That's a nice little fish pond. I'd like to have that for my turtle for when I finally get a house and stuff. My turtle would dig that. What do you think? I know those are not cheap neither. That's a nice one. That's deep. It's 2 feet deep too, about. Huh. What do you think, guys? If I really wanted to, I could put that on my. I would need to go home and drop everything off. But I could actually take that, just turn it upside down and hook it over my totes like so. And just kind of be flopping around back here. But that might be my nighttime job. I might have to come and get that dog. That's got turtle written all over it. He needs a big home too. Turtle fish action. There's my gas money for the trip back right there, we think. Let's see. What are the chances of that having a hole in it or something? It doesn't even look like it's been used. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that's watertight. It's watertight, I'm gonna say. I have to constantly tell myself to slow down for this camera. I think the slower I go, the better the quality of the video. Not a bad start though, we think. See all those little white things down there? I say ultra pure. Those are like whippets. Those are the things people put like in. It's supposed to be whipped cream chargers. I don't want to go into assumptions here, but usually when I see that, I always think it's people they put that gas into balloons and then let it warm up, and then they inhale it and they get high off of it. See that? I've scrapped a bunch of those. I'm not going to do that on this video live stream, but they used to call them whippets. I think they still do that. Might be the maintenance man. He looks more like a contractor. Or he might be out scrapping, actually. A lot of these apartment complexes will have those white vehicles like that. Those whippets are dangerous. I don't know if you ever heard the stories. I think it's still like that. If you don't put the gas in a balloon first and let it warm up, I heard about people freezing their lungs. I think I got this story right. They're not bad scrap metal when you get a whole case of them. Empty, that is. So in my future videos, I'll get this wind problem taken care of. I heard how bad it was in the last video. Should be pretty good right now. It was windy earlier. Right now should be decent, hopefully. A little kitchen dump here. Not a bad little bowl. Royal Norfolk. I'm gonna have to have that. I kind of like that style for myself. Might go retail store. What do you think? Nice and clean. It's the main objective. New Testament action. Freetail swaggy. Start a dumpster fire. Ooh, look at that knife. That's in get you position right there. Look at that. Oh shoot, I didn't see that. Textbook action right in front of my face. I didn't even notice it. These textbooks can be good money. Mathematics. Oh, grade 3. Never mind. Oh, there's that guy again. I wonder what he's doing. You need to get in here? It's mainly the college. Come on, Gimbal, straighten out. There you go. It's mainly the college and the high school textbooks that are worth money. That's like a textbook right there, but I don't know if it's all there. This guy's wanting to get in here. I'm gonna grab this anyways. Oh. Oh. Those textbooks like that and the 3-ring binders, they can be worth a small fortune. You want a hand with that?
Thank you.
Yeah. Hey, you don't mind if I do this, do you? You don't mind if I do this, do you? Took me a long time to learn that. These 3-ring binders. It's like some kind of mathematics course from the local university. It sounds stupid, but some of those binder textbooks are worth a couple $100 sometimes. With the 3-ring binders, it's kind of a pain because you gotta make sure all the pages are there. If there's pages missing, it's really not worth a whole lot, obviously. You wanting to go that way, aren't you?
I'm following the area. I don't know.
That's all right. They just walked in front of the car. They're bigger than me. I don't know if you guys could hear that or not. Did you hear that car slam on his brakes? It went, those girls walked right in front of traffic. Silverlicious, I saw that comment. Appreciate that. Love the live stream. I will improve this product. I'll get it down pretty good to where the audio is good. We don't have to listen to that wind and stuff. little pooch? Hi, pooch. Where's your little pooch? Oh, pooch. I didn't really have a whole lot of time today to mess with it, but the very first camera I used to do this, I just took like an old stereo, old headphone pad, the ear pad off one of those old style headphones, and I just taped it right over the microphone hole on my camera. Oh, it's a little pooch. And it worked perfectly, so I might end up doing something like that. Let's see how it goes here. The GoPro 8 and above has wind blocking technology and stabilization, so kind of get spoiled with the GoPro 8. Have to reteach myself what to do. Couple little bike and a truck. If you were into those little bicycles like that, those are all over the place doing something like this. You can find a couple of those every day if you really want to. You're welcome. I saw the every now and then I can look down and see some comments. Hi, Carolina, Glenda, dumpster diving, Mo. Appreciate you showing up. This guy stopped. Oh, I didn't see those people. I do apologize for the wind noise. I will get that fixed for show. See all these electric scooters. I think the electric scooter company beat out the electric bicycle company. Just on my early observations. I think the bicycle company, you know, they leave the electric bicycles, or not the electric bicycles, but I think they were electric. Some of them were electric, but the rental bicycles, I think they got put out of business by these guys. I think with those bicycles, the maintenance was probably really hard to deal with, you know. Every flat tire and bent handlebars. Oh. You know, constantly having to do maintenance, chains and everything. I bet these electric scooters are almost maintenance free, you know what I mean? That's a nice little piece of scrap right here, look at that. See that? That's an aluminum plate right there. They just pop right out of there. Those are nice little pieces of scrap metal. Just because that aluminum plate pops out of there. So like, you know, like with your own personal bicycle, there's very little maintenance you have to keep going. But I'm pretty sure, and I'm just kind of assuming, guessing here, but I gotta get rid of that rattle. There you go. I'm assuming, I'm making a guesstimation that those bicycles, particularly on a city with a college campus, they're probably, you know, no one cares about someone else's bicycle, you know. They're probably throwing them in the creeks and ghost riding them and joy riding them and slamming them down. A mistreated bicycle, I guess. The constant maintenance. I bet they found out that's a big problem. Anybody see anything? I see some rotten salad. 2 things of rotten salad. What do you think? Anybody want some rotten salad? When you swerve around these speed bumps, I always look directly into the vehicles, into the driver's seat. You know what I mean? Make sure there's no one in there about to reverse out on you. If you want to be a defensive driver, always look to make contact with the driver, the opposing driver. Eye contact, that is. Like when you're driving down the road and there's people like sitting at a side street or coming out of a driveway from a business or something, you always want to look at their front wheels, at their front hubcaps, because that's like if you're looking at their bumper or part of the car, you really don't know they're moving right away. So you're like driving like this down the road, look right at that front hubcap. And you can see the millisecond when it starts to go like this, you know, when it starts to turn, you know. Looks like we had a dumpster fire here, look at it. That's where this complex puts all their furniture. The thing's filled up with mattresses and couches, dressers and drawers and stuff. Look, there's another dumpster fire, looks like, once upon a time. There's definitely a dumpster fire in here. Look at it. I've actually only seen a couple dumpster fires. I've seen a lot of dumpsters that have had dumpster fires. I think a lot of it is people put like cigarette butts in there and stuff. Fireworks. Actually, I've seen quite a few. Farkle. Seen quite a few smoking dumpsters on July 4th, the night of July 4th. Lots of smoking dumpsters for sure. Our first vacuum cleaner of the day. I think this lady behind me just threw out all those shoes and stuff, so I don't really want to dig through them right now. So get that vacuum cleaner though. I'll set this down real quick. Oh. Sorry about that. Let's see here. Oh no, hold it backwards. There we go. That's what I was after. I don't know if that belongs to her or not. I'm kind of reluctant to go digging through it. Put it right there. Thing back there. Tote. It's got gross pillows in it. Let's get out of here. I appreciate that. Thanks for watching. From time to time when I got a chance, I'll look down at the comments. When I'm out here on the road, I really can't pay a whole lot of attention. They got a little recycling center, look at that. pooch? Where's a pooch? I smell some reefer. Someone's doing some smoking around here somewhere. Here, Farkle, 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 Farkle. Kitty cat, someone's eating the kitty cats. Look at that, see that? Put a pile underneath the lid, keep it dry. No Farkles. This is a known spot for Farkle activity. Look at this. What's going on? Look at this. Look at this. Go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry, man. That's how you get it done right there. I think he thought I was recording him. That's how you take one trip to the garbage can right there. There they are. This is also a known Farkle hotspot. Look at that. A whole flock of Farkles. Here, Farkle, Farkle, Farkle. 4, 5, 6, 6 Farkles. What happens is people put the I think is what mainly happens is people put that furniture out here, the chairs and the recliners and the love seats and the couches, and I think it falls out of those. Mainly, this is what explains the flock of Farkles in certain areas constantly. Either that or there's a Farkle ferry. Could be a Farkle ferry that comes out around midnight and deposits flocks of Farkles. A neat old table in there, look at it. I bet that table could tell some stories. What do you think? Yeah. Farkle giveaway. Farkle giveaway coming every 3 months. End of March is the next one. March 31st. Around 9 p.m. Central, give or take. Whee! If you've just tuned in, so far we've got some fishing rods, a decent little lamp, some textbooks I'm gonna check out on Amazon, got some aluminum. We've got a whole grip of fireworks in there. We've got Roman candles and firecrackers and sparklers and sparking fountains and that kind of stuff. And got a little dish I'm gonna keep, and we got some scrap metal in there. Found a garden pond. Look at that right there. People say these don't fall off cars. I might have to disagree. I think these fall off cars all the time. I don't know if it's from people not installing them correctly or what the deal is, but these are a common sight. As hard as that may be to believe, those brake pads somehow are coming off cars. Other vehicles, I suppose. I'm not sure. That's kind of weird. No doubt in my mind they're coming off cars. At least some of them. Garden pond. I'm gonna go back tonight and probably get for my turtle for someday in the future. I think those garden ponds are worth a couple $100. For the nicer ones. That was probably 7 foot by 6 foot or so, about 2 feet deep, and had like split level to it. Caught that or not. I was saying in my last video, or 2 videos ago, about how when you're driving two-wheelers, you got 100% visibility, you see things you never see in cars. Look at it right there. What do you think about that? That's a nice little set. Screwdriver bits, little nut driver bit. Farkle. Farkle, Farkle, Farkle. Yeah, Farkle. That's a shiny back right there. Look at that. Woo-wee. That is not a common species right there. We're now entering the habitat of the highly sought after 10,000 farkle bill. It was known to prowl that territory up there with the next dumpster. So let's be quiet, try to sneak up there. 10,000 farkle, most farkle ever. If you're ever curious, this is the prime habitat for the 10,000 farkle. It's right here. So if you ever see an area that looks like that, could be a 10,000 farkle prowling the area. Sometimes those 10,000 farkles will just blow in the wind, kind of like a tumbleweed. I think it's a special skill they've adapted to. Kind of spread out their arms and legs. You cannot escape me, Mr. Farkle. Before I will find you. That's a tan back there. It's pretty nice. This is definitely prime Farkle habitat. Almost every time I come through here, catch a couple Farkle. For those of you new, a Farkle is a wild coin on the loose. Wild money on the loose. Some old beer cans if you want those. They're dry. Take a couple of those. Oh, they're not exactly too dry. That's why I don't mess with those. Those are the good kind there though. Those aluminum bottles. Heavy. See how just for a couple pennies worth of money, I put those beer cans right on top of those textbooks that could be worth $100. I mean, those textbooks likely are not worth anything, but that's why people ask, why don't you mess around with that kind of stuff? That's because they're dirty and gross. And I end up costing myself money. See that? See that right there? See those drops? Look at that. Look at those drops right there. That's why. Plus, they're not worth very much. Mess around mess around focusing on those cans and you just waste your time when you can find much better things. $100 textbook. Look at those flowers. They're about to start blooming. This whole field. $100 textbook. Worth about as much money as if you could go out every day all week searching for cans. This whole field is going to turn white. Every tree in there is going to turn white. This is a wonderful place. I'll show you that in a couple weeks. Resellers Highway, Cyrus, Dawson, Glenda, Mary. Appreciate y'all showing up. Probably got about 20 minutes left on this video. Sun's gonna go. Look at this, another dumpster fire. See that? See that? Another dumpster fire. Anybody see anything in there? That's kind of nice, actually. I can look at the monitor. That's way out there. I can't see over there. But I can go like this, and I can look at the display. It's kind of cool. I like it. Gonna do, boy? Hoopty! dumpster has seen a fire as well. I've never really paid a lot of attention to that. How many how many of these dumpsters have been on fire? Look at it. My last video, I used a thumbnail of a picture of a dumpster fire. Look at it. What do you think? You think my cats are like that? What do you think? Is it clean? Oh, it's clean. It's clean as brand new. Look at it. Oh. Hey, I might actually use that on my Bitcoin Street channel. That might be the evil institutions that come and scare all the Bitcoiners away for steal their Bitcoins. Roar! Man, that's a little. Hey, look at that. Little knitting dealy bobby. Pumpkin kisses and harvest wishes. Got some yarns. Got some popcorn mixed in. Sketchbook. Design book. Put that in the retail store as long as I'll check out the personal information first. Never want to mess with people's personal information, of course. Some clothes. Clean. Dang it. Shoot. I didn't really want it. Guess I didn't want to drop it in the cat litter, did I? Shoot. I want to get these knitting needles. Oh, it's bent. Shoot. Never mind. How to totally mess up a score. Throw everything in the cat poop. What do you think? Yummy. That's Blue. That's Blue from Jurassic Park. Remember Blue? Little raptor. The hero raptor. Uh-oh, Farkle alert. Farkle. Farkle, 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 Farkle. Hey, that's a 10 Farkle. Look at that. That's one of those Viceroy Farkles. That's a 10 Farkle species trying to play himself off as a single Farkle. They're known to do that. I don't know if you know that or not. And Farkles, they kind of got a chameleon quality to them. They can turn colors. Make themselves look bigger and stuff. Sometimes they make themselves look like a spot of oil or a piece of gum on the ground. They're pretty tricky little guys, really. There's a dirty needle. Anybody want a dirty needle? some aluminum carpet text stuff in there, but we're running out of daylight. Don't mind if I do. 10 cents for me, nothing for you. Unless, of course, I drop it. I thought I dropped it. I didn't drop it. Come on, Gimbal. There you go. Stay with me, Gimbal. So I guess if you need a used scooter, if you want to buy a used scooter, I guess you come talk to this guy. I don't think he rides all those himself. He got scooter business going. Look at that. I kind of like that I can use this thing to see in all those blind spots. I never realized that. That's pretty slick. Like right now, I can't see down there, but I can look at my display on my phone and see down there. I can see around corners now. That's pretty cool. I didn't dawn on me. Not too shibboleth. Produce of USA, half Bruce. Half a Bruce goes in there. What's a Bruce? Hey, Rose, Marcel, Autumn Grace, Resellers Highway. Appreciate you showing up. I don't get a chance to look down the comments too often, so I do apologize if I missed anything. There's a couple little canvases in there, what do you think? Boy. That looks like a bear. And I think that's a deer. Think about that. Put those in the retail store. People like to paint over those, reuse those canvases, I've noticed. Those disappear almost immediately. Well, before COVID, I should say. I'll be doing a retail store video here pretty quick. I see the question last video about the combination for the retail store. That lock on the retail store is locked in the open position, so it's irrelevant. You just lift the door open. There's not a whole lot of stuff in there right now, but I'm gonna do a video here in the next couple days. As long as it doesn't rain. I'll get that thing filled up. It did kind of look like the action slowed down during COVID-19 at the retail store. So I was talking about this in the last video. People around here really aren't wearing masks anymore. I don't know how it is where you live. I mean, they still do sometimes, but I don't see a single person in this beer tent. None of those people are wearing masks at all. Like if you go to like the grocery store, people wear masks. I don't know if the rural areas got hit that hard compared to the densely populated areas. I guess it makes sense. Contagious disease. I already looked in there, didn't I? Too busy yapping. Old television. Dang it. Oh, some kind of tool back there. I spy with my little eye. Come on, Gimbal. Cooperate with me, dude. There you go. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, sheesh. When you get on your belt, when you get on your belt buckle right there, that's bad news. Tell you what. Hey, look at that. Hey, those look like they still work. Little loppies, bush loppers, shrub loppers. What else we got in here? Wonder where that goes. Probably that way. What do you think? "7 years bad luck." Right there, look at that. I think that was a mirror. Alright, out of curiosity, let's see where that creek goes. Looks like it's been underground for a long time coming out of that pipe. Creek is a creek no matter where it goes, I guess. There it is. And it goes. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, you see that fruitcake? Did he just jump off the top of there and headbutt him? Yeah, friendly. Hey, that one's got a horn pointing in the bad direction. Well, that's pretty slick. I saw a YouTube video where a goat, little bigger than that, headbutted a bull. A bull charged him. Have you seen that video?
No, I haven't.
A bull charged a goat about that size, and the goat knocked the big bull out. I mean, they both fell down, but the bull went "Mrrr," and stayed down, and the goat kind of staggered back up and walked away. It was amazing, dude. How long they been doing that?
Seem to be a bit vivacious.
Huh?
They seem to be a bit vivacious tonight.
Yeah. I've been by here a bunch of times. I've never seen them doing that.
You just have to catch them at the right time of day.
Wow. It's amazing how agile those things are. super athletic, huh?
Earlier they were leaping from one pipe to another.
Yeah. Ooh, that white one's got a horn pointing in a bad direction, man. Ouch.
Yeah. It's because their horns were cauterized when they were young.
Yeah, but it looks like he could. Looks like he could catch that black one in the eyeball. just gonna sit there and do that all day. now they're like, I love you. I love you too. I love you. I love you too. They're playing King of the Mountain. Oh! Ouch! Entertainment doesn't get much better than this, folks. Later, man. Couple of fruit kegs. This dumpster's new. Belongs to the storage unit. I used to have a storage unit in there. Storage unit dumpsters can be awesome, man. I'm surprised he has this out here. Looks like some chandeliers in there. That could be a highly valuable dumpster, I'll tell you what. Alrighty. I think that's gonna wrap it up. Sun's going down. That worked out just about right. That's pretty much the end of the route. There's a little bit more I can go down over here. More apartments over there, of course, but that's basically that route right there. That should have been about 90 to 100 dumpsters, give or take, in that ballpark. So I don't know if you noticed, but I was already here. So that long street started down there, and we went all the way up here, all the way down there to the end of that street, and then we took a right and kind of just did kind of a loop-de-loop back in on itself. So that's gonna wrap it up. I sure appreciate you showing up. I've seen let's see, Joyce Gibson, .com, Silverlicious, Kim Wynn. Appreciate you showing up. Scott McCullough, Bad Hygiene. I'll get that audio fixed up. I'm sure the wind was blowing pretty bad there sometimes. I'll get that fixed here in the near future. Busy Lizzie, Resell Highway, Autumn Grace. Yeah, like right now the video is probably just about really good. Well, I don't know how the darkness is messing with it. I'll get that wind fixed. I'll definitely. I know how bad that audio is unacceptable, so I will get that fixed for sure. You're welcome. Mary Rose, Wendy, you're welcome. As always, thanks for watching. Later.